Okay, now for number 8, we have x squared minus 2x minus 15 over x squared plus 7x plus 12, and we're multiplying that by x squared plus 3x minus 4 over 5x squared minus 5x. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to factor each one of these. So I'm going to start off with that x squared minus 2x minus 15. So we know our signs are going to be a plus and a minus, and then x and x, and we want factors of 15 that has a difference of 2. And so we know that 5 times 3 is 15. So we're going to put the 5 behind the minus sign because the 2 is negative. Okay, and now I'm going to factor the x squared plus 7x plus 12, and everything's a positive here. And so we want factors of 12 that add to 7, so that's 3 and 4. Okay, and now we're going to factor this x squared plus 3x minus 4, plus and minus, x and x. Factors of 4 has a difference of 3 is 4 and 1. Because our 3 is positive, our 4 will go behind the positive. And then lastly, we're just going to factor out the x here. So that will become x squared divided by x is x, 5x divided by x is negative 5. And now I'm just going to do all the canceling. So I can cross cancel out the x minus 5s, and I can cancel out the x plus 3, and then we can cancel out the x plus 4s. So we are just basically left with this x minus 1. So also we have the x. So your final answer is just going to be x minus 1 over x. So we're going to choose that one. It is letter A. Okay, now we're going to jump down to number 9. Okay, so number 9, we have a squared plus 4a over 35a. So I'm going to start off by factoring my numerator, and my GCF will factor out, and that will make that an a plus 4. And then we have 35a. Okay, so what we will do is we will cancel out this a, and we're left with a plus 4 over 35. And that's going to be our answer, letter C. Okay, moving on to number 10. We have 9x squared, 9x squared minus 12x plus 18 over 3x. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out my GCF. So I'm going to ask myself, what is a number that will divide into 9, 12, and 18? And that's going to be 3. So 9 divided by 3 is 3, so that will become 3x squared. And then minus 12x, that would be 4x. And then plus 18 would be plus 6 over 3x. Okay, so now the next thing that we can cancel out here would be the 3. So basically what we have is 3x squared over x plus 4x over x, and then plus 6 over x. So here this x will cancel into x squared x times. Your x will cancel here. So we are left with 3x plus 4 plus 6 over x. And that is the solution to letter, or the answer to that is letter A. Okay, number 11. It says Michaela paid $45 for X gallons of fuel. Which expression represents the price per gallon? So basically, you want to think about it this way. If you went to the grocery store, if you went to the gas station and you paid $30 for gas and you bought 4 gallons, then we know we would have to divide in order to figure out how many gallons we bought. So she paid total of 45. So we don't know how much she paid, but we know, how much it is per gallon, but we can take that 45 and divide it by X in order to figure that out for the number of gallons of gas, or how much she paid per gallon, the price per gallon for the gas. So your answer should be B. Okay, then number 12, simplify the expression 4x plus x squared over 12x squared. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to factor out this x, and we're going to be left with 4 plus x over 12x squared. So we know this x will cancel into this, making this x. So now we're left with 4 plus x over 12. And we can actually simplify that to 4 over 12. No, we're going to leave it. It won't simplify. So your answer is going to be D. Okay, number 13. Okay, it says find the sum of 12a plus 7b negative 6a minus 9 and 14a minus 12b. So basically, we're just going to take these 3 expressions and add them together. And what I'm going to do is just put all my like terms together. And then 7b minus 12b. And then just the negative 9. Okay, so now we're just going to combine our like terms. That would be 6a. 14 plus 7 is 21a. Oop, I messed up, hold on. 12a minus 6a plus 14a is 20a. Okay, 7b minus 12b would be negative 5b minus 9. So your answer should be 20a minus 5b minus 9, and that would give you A. Okay.